Likely, you might think that I'm completely crazy, I'm completely out of my mind, but here's something that I must tell you. The best ideas are always coming when we are bored. Let me extend. My best business innovations, my best ideas, the best creations of mine always came after me being bored, after me hitting my dopamine so low that I couldn't really do anything but to figure out something. I know it might sound strange, but here's the deal. I was in monk mode for more than 1.5 years, meaning that I was eating in a certain way, I was working out every single day, and I was pretty much focusing on business and self-improvement only. And what happened throughout this period is that many times I got the chance to be like super much alone and be a lot with my thoughts. And so since I didn't really have any distractions, my mind really just had to create something to, distract itself with, if you will. So, and so, with that being said, basically what I ended up doing is building up like a strange automatization in my business. I mean, chains of automatizations and figuring out problems in a certain way. But just in general, just to come up with things that are like super creative. And so also the same thing happens when I'm doing music. It's like if I'm like completely like no impulses, I'm perhaps the most creative. And so with that being said, this is this idea that yeah man, like you need a lot of inspiration, you need to go out there and collect all the data out there. Yes, that is partly true, but to find our own voice, we really need to like shut the fuck up, and sorry for the language here. And that's a place from where we can actually create, where we can actually build our stuff. So here's one example. Back then when I started business, I thought that I'm an entrepreneur, and so pretty much what I've done is I was searching information, so therefore I can find something, so therefore I can fire the dopamine receptors in my brain, so therefore I can feel that I was learning something, which signaled my brain that I was progressing, and I just simply felt good about myself because I was quote unquote working. But in reality what I've done is that, for example, with dropshipping, I was just like scrolling through social media and I was just trying to find new creatives and new copies, which definitely wasn't the biggest problem in the business at that point. I mean, obviously that was one problem, but that wasn't the bottleneck back then. And so what ended up happening is that I just done that activity over and over and over again, pretty much mindlessly, busily working. And so as you can imagine, I